Alright, what's up, boys? Today I have a brand new video for you guys, and it's gonna be about Looksmaxxing, right? Why Looksmaxxing is important this day's generation, the benefits, all that stuff, and basically your how-to, right? How to Looksmax. That's what I'm about to get into, right? So when it comes to Looksmaxxing, bro, I think there are just four general steps. That's the way I did it in my transformation, right? So your first one, this is the most important one. This is gonna be like your base, basically. And that is getting in shape, right? You have to get in shape, bro, because this right here, this is gonna change the whole way you look. Like it literally is like I'm saying, the base of your looks. If you, and I'm specifically talking about leanness, right? Cutting down that fat, because the more fat you lose, the more weight you lose, the more different you'll look. Like even in your face, all your features will pop out more. Whatever features you have, your eyes, your cheekbones, your jaw, everything will basically pop out and stand out more. And yeah, just in general look better. So that's that's the thing. You gotta get in shape. This is the main thing for looks maxing, right? And how to do that is getting in the gym, of course. This is like a no-brainer. You need to hit the gym consistently. You need to do weights, like lift, I'd say 3 times a week consistently. That's what you gotta do. And also do some type of cardio, you know? You don't have to make it hard for yourself. Like make it easy for yourself. You can do basic stuff like running, cycling, swimming, you know? But I'd say the best way to go about it is just taking up a sport that you like, right? And it can be something like, I don't know, boxing, for example, or soccer, or let's see, baseball, whatever, like basketball. Pick a sport that you like and practice that like twice a week. That'll burn a lot of calories as well. That's gonna be your cardio. And then along with that, you gotta track what you're eating, because if you don't track what you're eating, you're not gonna have a valid like assumption of what are you eating, right? And then it's easier to overeat or undereat, like whatever. But in most cases, overeat, right? That's how we gain weight. So the way to do this is pretty easy. You just gotta download an app like MyFitnessPal, and you track your calories. You see like mm, how many calories you eat a day, and the way you do it, you just type. The way the app works, you just type it on your phone, and you see like I don't know, X how many calories it is, and you click it. It's simple. So those are the main two things. When it comes to getting in shape, you gotta track your calories, or at least track your food that you're eating, and you gotta um, work out, basically, right, to stay in shape and all that stuff. So those are like your two things. And also, one thing which I want to touch on right away with looks and getting in shape is body game, right? This is how it's framed in our society, like body game, whatever. And what I mean with this is basically like also working on having a good physique, right? And you can build your own physique, if you like to have a bodybuilder physique, or an athletic physique or whatever. That's all good. But in terms of appeal and looks, I'd say for men, the best type of look would be the V-taper look, which is kind of like where your shoulders are broader than your waist, right? And the way to get that is by leaning down. You need to get to that 10 to 15% body fat. And then also, what you need to do is you need to build muscle, of course, but specifically focusing on three groups, right? You're gonna have your shoulders, your lateral delts specifically. So these ones, you can do it like with lateral raises stuff. You're gonna have your lats, like the back muscles, and the upper chest. If you focus on those three, um, you're gonna have really good opportunity to build this physique, because those muscles right there, they're gonna give you that V shape. And if you get lean, your waist will kind of thin out, you know. So then, yeah, you're basically gonna have that V taper, which I'm talking about. So that's the first thing, right? First thing when it comes to looks maxing is getting in shape. This is your base. It's your absolute base, like I said. And then these other things which I'm gonna talk about, these are just like, um, let's say, enhancements or whatever, right? So second thing is gonna be hairstyle and facial hair. When it comes to this right here, what you gotta think about when you're picking a hairstyle is um, picking a hairstyle that suits your face shape, right? We all have different face shape. Some have oval, some have diamond, some are rectangular, whatever, right? And the way to go about this is just finding out your face shape. You can find it on Google and see like which face shape is similar to yours, or you can just experiment with hairstyles and see which hairstyle suits your face shape. This is what I've done. So yeah, that's the way to go about that right there. Because when you choose a hairstyle that actually fits your face shape, it's gonna bring out your features more. It's gonna complement everything more. It's gonna basically give your face more symmetry. It looks in place, like because that's the whole point of having a hairstyle that suits your face shape, right? It's like I said, it makes the whole thing more symmetrical. The thing meaning your head, right? Your face and all that. So there you go. And then with facial hair, this one is kind of tricky because I don't know how to say this. Like, it on some people you don't need facial hair. Like if you have really strong features, like a really strong jaw and cheekbones and all that, just strong features, you don't really need a beard or facial hair or whatever. But in most cases, it can actually enhance your looks, right? In my case, for example, my goatee, it enhances like other features I have, like my eyes and eyebrows and hairstyle, right? So yeah, it's a mixture. Like for some people it works, for some people it doesn't. But if you're gonna go with facial hair, make sure you keep it well trimmed. You know, keep it well trimmed, keep it groomed, make it look nice, make it look clean, so that you're not out here looking like crazy. You know, like that. That's what you don't want. So keep it trimmed, keep it well, and then you'll be good. So that's the second thing, right? So that's gonna be, like I said, facial hair and your hairstyle. Then we're gonna move out to the third thing, and this thing is also an important one, and this one is skincare, right? So when it comes to skincare, you're gonna focus on three things. It's really basic. You're gonna focus on a moisturizer, face wash. Your face wash is gonna come first. So your face wash, your moisturizer, and then sunscreen. If you have these three things, this is like the key base for skincare routine, and most of your skin problems will be fixed. Of course, some things take a little bit more effort or products, whatever. Like for example, I have some redness, so those type of things can be fixed with other things as well. But largely, if you have that routine right there, most of your skin will look really well, and if you keep that consistently. So face wash you basically do night and day when you take a shower, and then at night before you go to sleep, remove the waste and all that. Moisturizer is just to lock in the moist, hydrate your skin so it looks better. And then sunscreen, you apply that in the morning because the sun can basically mess up your skin, right? So you're gonna have those three things. And then two bonus things which I want to talk about is um first one is gonna be water. You gotta drink a lot of water, like 2 to 3 liters a day, because this is gonna also kind of like flush out all the toxins and make your skin look overall healthier, um let's say fuller, and you're gonna have a more of a glow to your skin basically. So that's also a really good one. You got to drink a lot of water. And then another thing is to prevent acne breakouts, what you're gonna do is you're gonna change your like towels and bed sheets and all that stuff like once a week. If you do that, you're also gonna prevent largely acne breakouts, because there will be dirt build up on these bed sheets and towels and all that, right? So If you get rid of that, meaning you replace them, you know what's gonna happen. You know, it's better, and you remove this dirt buildup bed sheet basically, or pillowcase or whatever we're talking about. So that one is important. And yeah, that's basically when it comes to skincare. It's not really hard. You just gotta keep it basic and stay consistent. It's easy with this one. And then lastly, this one is also really good. Style, right? Style, the way you dress and all that. So basically, with style, it's easy, bro. You don't have to break the bank. You don't have to, mm, in a way, you don't have to, try hard with this, because if you're already in shape, bro, you look good in most clothes, and you can just keep it simple. Like you can just wear a black tee or a white tee, some jeans and sneakers, and you'll look good, right? You don't need to break the bank. You can if you want, if that's your style and whatever, but you don't really have to. But I also say with this style, I think it's more subjective, because with style you can express yourself, right? You can show character and all that. So I'm kind of saying two things here. You can keep it simple and you'll always look good, but if you're in shape, of course. But you can also, like I said, just do your own style, because that's the way you express your character. So that's that. So that's it for Looksmaxxing, guys. It's pretty easy. You just focus on these things, and largely you have a big transformation. And right now I want to touch a little shortly on like the psychology of looks and why it's important to do it, to Looksmax or whatever we call this, right? I believe it is important to do it, not just because of, not largely because of, let's say, not fully because of vanity metrics. Like, of course, we want it to a sense because we want to attract our dream woman or whatever. I'm not gonna lie about that right here, but um, for me personally, I see a lot of benefits it has as well. Like for marketing, for just, and in life, you'll be treated better because of the halo effect. People, they'll be more inclined to speak to you, more inclined to treat you better, all these things. So yeah, that's why I feel like it's important to work on these things, right? So yeah, that's gonna be the video for today, guys. Subscribe if you think it's useful, and yeah, I'll catch you boys in the next one. You have a good rest of your day.